How's it going now, guys? TalkNorwichCity here, back for another matchday experience. I hope you guys are all doing fantastically well. It is Middlesbrough at home today. Of course, we beat Middlesbrough earlier on in the season. We beat Middlesbrough in the playoff final. I always quite enjoy playing against Middlesbrough. It's going to be a tough test today, though. I keep forgetting they are now managed by Tony Pulis, who is a decent manager, and they've got some very good players. Earlier on in the season, or at the start of the season, I think I would have tipped Middlesbrough to go up automatically. So they're slightly achieving below estimations at the moment, or expectations I should probably say, and today is not going to be easy. As well as that, the weather outside is just grim. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I am sick and tired of this grey, gloomy, freezing cold weather now. Like, it just isn't fun. It really isn't fun. But at least we're not front row of the Barclay anymore, where me and Chris used to sit and we used to get soaked every single game when it rained. But on a slightly more sombre note, I do want to say as well today that I think sometimes football takes second priority, and that's a very strange thing to say because, you know, when you lose it's disgusting and when you win it's the best thing to happen all week. But today there's two very things happening close to my heart. The first one of which is Simon Thomas's son Ethan is a mascot for the game. I always wanted to be a mascot for an Norwich game, but I never quite got the chance. I think I'm probably a bit old to walk out hand in hand with Wes Hoolahan now, but who knows, you know, the day might come. But Simon treated Ethan to be a mascot for the day, and considering the few months he's had with his mum passing, and Simon has had a bloody tough few months as well, and it will continue to be tough for them, but there will be light in the darkness for them. Definitely, I think it will hopefully be a very nice day where he can just forget, or try and forget what's happened, and just have a nice day surrounded by people that only want the best for him, and that is the case with Norwich City fans. And the other one is Michelle Dack, who sadly passed away in the week. I didn't actually know Michelle. I'd seen her at tons of away games. She'd done 908 consecutive Norwich City games, which is ridiculous. I'm pretty chuffed when I put 10 together in a row. An absolute super fan. And her partner Ian is going to be at the game today, who I know off Twitter, and I spoke to him quite a few times on Twitter, and he's a lovely man. He's going to be at the game, and there's going to be a 52nd minute applause for Michelle, who sadly passed away. So, you know, a day of support, a day of respect, and I think when my dad passed away, the thing that really helped me through that whole kind of journey and grief process and the crap that comes with death was watching Norwich City, and was being surrounded by people who just were happy to be at Carrow Road, and it brings structure, and it brings routine, and it brings a nice kind of end to a week, I think, watching Norwich. So that's maybe why, this is going very deep, hasn't it? That's maybe why I'm probably more optimistic than the average fan, because the football it still means a huge amount to me, but the football result doesn't really mean as much to me as it once did. It's more about seeing my mates, being around people who I enjoy being around, a day out, and, you know, it's just something I'll always hold very close to my heart. So that's that. Anyway, enough of that. Let's go to Carrow Road, let's go to Norwich. I'm really hoping this rain stops, because as I said, I'm sick and tired of this weather now. Yeah, Middlesbrough. Let's do this. Shout out to my Lebanese barber in Clapham Junction as well, or St John's Hill. I always get told off for calling it Clapham Junction, because that is only the train station. For sorting this barnet out, it was getting rowdy, wasn't it? Me and Chris, fresh barnets, love the game. Right, I've made the executive decision to meet Chris at the ground, because I'm fairly sure the whole of Norfolk is just roadworks at the moment. Just every road is just standstill with traffic. It's terrible. Anyway, Middlesbrough. Howson's on the bench, which is a bit of a surprise. Son Malonga's also on the bench for them. Madison starts for us. He was a big injury now. He hasn't trained all week. due to a hamstring problem, so it shows how much reliance we have on a youngster at the moment, which, you know, I'm sure he'll be glad he's playing as well. More importantly though, I'm going to get to Carrow Road, and the first thing I do up the borough is some Borough fans is get a sausage roll, because I swear to God, they are the highlight of my week. Oh yes, miss you, Johnny. Miss you, mate. Waiting for Chris and just seeing this. Yusuf Malumbu scored the only goal as Kilmarnock beat Celtic 1-0 at Rugby Park. Malumbu, go on the boys. Of course, Danny Ayala as well. What a boy. But there somewhere is Patrick Bamford. His career at Norwich City peaked when he hit the crossbar against Manchester City and went downhill very quickly after that. Apologies, there he is practicing with Stuart Downing. Go on, Patrick. Crossbar, 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 crossbar.
Chloe has been nominated by friends and family for her fundraising achievements.
Unlucky. Chris has just about got here. How you doing? Why were you late?
I'm never late.
You are late.
Just got a cheeky back and bicep session in.
Little coiffee. How you feeling about the game?
Excited, optimistic, nervous.
Howson's on the bench.
You know what that means.
But
He's gonna score, isn't he?
Patrick Bamford starts.
Britt Sombalonga on the bench. Always wanted him at Norwich, but Bamford, fraud.
Well, that's a goal then. Also worth noting, maybe they listened to Chris, that Tampa Bay is now everywhere. All the stewards have the hats on. Tampa Bay up in the game. Snadden, how are you, mate?
Good.
Good off?
Winning 1-0. Good start.
Insight here.
Yeah, I know. Good start. Had a little bit of a rough patch, but now just got a goal. Winning 1-0.
Super Tommy Tribal, new contract, goal.
That's a hell of a goal. Coop.
Hell of a coup. How was Brentford last week?
Oh,
Can you remember it?
Remember the game? Don't remember how I got there, don't remember how I got home, but good game. Timmy Close, shout out.
Shout out. Chris, go well so far?
The difference is today, Jack, the tempo. We're putting Borough on the back foot. Every player on the park is better than theirs, it's as simple as that. I don't think they've really tested their goal in particular. I think it looks a bit comfortable. Second half still to go. Tommy T's winning everything. Great strike from him. That's exactly what we should be doing today. We've got to be shooting on the edge of the area. I know we've had more shots than anyone in the league doing that, but Borough are just going to park the bus now and try and hope to hit us on the counter. We've got to keep peppering those shots because Randolph looks distinctly average.
Manson, that strike was nearly as crisp as your haircut, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. Whoa, that's a compliment. He looks like Russell Martin, by the way.
He does. Yeah, he does a bit actually.
It's Russ Martin.
Yeah.
It's getting longer than that. Good half, tempo's high, as Chris said. And as Chris said again, it's time to start taking shots now, isn't it? Just put them on target and you can hope for a mistake. And excited to see the new lads, and I would really like to start seeing us play two up top. I really would.
Big D to go up top.
Big D. I mean, let's get Hernandez on as well. Let's mix it up.
Let's bloody get Lightner on as well.
Let's get lively. Let's get them all on.
Let's get them all. How's the Mars bar as well? Sexual. Snads. Any?
Can we just discuss this guy's neck?
This guy's neck.
Yeah. That's huge.
Right, I'm not going to pad to his neck, but what do you think of the half-time game, by the way?
I'm doing it.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm going to do it. I feel like I've got a right foot like Madison, so.
Hecting like Madison. Manson, you had a say on what the half-time game should be in the WhatsApp group in the week. What was it?
Here we go. Delia's 15-minute meals.
Right.
Who wouldn't want to watch that during half-time?
I would.
15 minutes, perfect. Although we can't see it. Delia in the centre circle, on the big screen, just getting stirring up a meal. Yeah, exactly.
And then a fan could win the meal.
Exactly. Yes. Half-time grub in her company. Make her work. Make her work.
I love it. Shout out to that dog, by the way. Always here, always cute. What a boy. Look at him just sniffing his way through life. My man. For a time to do their draw and they've screwed it up again. Tampa Bay, please get something right. Oh!
4-1-1-0.
Dog show.
Please make yourself known to the nearest.
52nd minute applause for Michelle Dack. Big up to Ian.
Zimmerman always last out here. I love the man. Morris might look slightly lost, but good old boy. Well in the Moritz.
We won at Carrow Road, we won. Oh, that looks nice, that floodlight, look.
Oh, hello.
That was good, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah. Lovely jubbly.
Lovely old job.
Lovely jubbly. I feel very relaxed.
Oh, do you?
That was almost like a spa session, wasn't it?
Oh, a bit cold for a spa session.
Yeah, a bit cold.
Like a plunge pool.
Yeah.
Dip in and you kind of regret it at first, but then...
Great finish.
Yeah.
It's Christoph Zimmerman. At least one lap of honour. Again, absolutely love the boy. And yeah, as you've said on your review, Jack, Leitner is a smooth player.
He is. Manson still hasn't learned. He's still not wearing socks.
Manson.
We won.
Manson, number one, why are you dabbing? Number two, talk about this disgusting performance.
I've got
with your
socks on.
feet.
They're just invisible, mate.
He's got
Invisible socks.
on.
Every single week, I'm very cold.
Exactly.
And he always
Every
moans
single
about the
week I do
cold.
this.
And he still never puts his socks on.
And he always gets the score right. Mystic Manson.
I did it again, didn't I? 1-0.
Malcolm Robertson at
Did you
work.
hear that?
What was that?
You got the score right again
I did.
today.
I didn't get it on video.
Oh, well, that's very convenient, isn't it? No, but seriously, Malcolm at work always says if you don't wear socks in the cold, you're more likely to get ankle arthritis.
Well, I've actually got a little bit of a life motto: wet feet, go home. Whenever I get wet feet, if I ever get wet feet, I go home.
Right.
Right, boys, I think I'm going this way. Wet feet, and I'm going home. See you later, boys. Well then, that was a little bit different for a football match at Norwich. At Carrow Road, a fairly routine win. We haven't said that many times this season. I know it was only 1-0, but it was always fairly comfortable, especially in that second half. We should have and could have probably scored a few more, but Bright defensively looked absolutely solid once again, and it was really nice to see us building on a solid foundation, because so often, I don't even think in my lifetime I've seen a defence that you feel confident in, so it's nice to have Zimmerman, Hanley and closer, just so good at the back, and Lewis, such potential down that left hand side. Reed looks really good in at right wing back. I saw that Daniel Farker compared the shift in position to Philip Lahm. A bit bold, but there we go. Tom Tribal, new contract, goal. Onel Hernandez putting on the afterburners, and just a really fulfilling day actually. Nice to see that 52nd applause, 52nd minute applause from Michelle Back. And I'm sure that gave her partner Ian a lot of, you know, support and hope in what's going to be a fairly dark time for him, and a nice cheer for Ethan Thomas, who would have hopefully had a really good day as a mascot. I'm not sure who he walked out with, but whoever it was, I'm sure gave him a good day. And saw Simon Thomas was there sitting near Delia as well, so that would have always been interesting. I'm sure she was merry on red wine. Anyway, a really nice day. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for the support. What's been a fairly odd season for TalkNorwichCity. Having a full-time job now, it's been pretty tough to keep this up. And I know the content has dipped slightly in probably both quality and consistency, but you guys are stuck there as well, so that's always a pleasure as the 491 National Express goes past back to Great Yarmouth, and my chauffeur-driven Volkswagen Polo awaits in the Britvic factory. I will see you very soon. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you next week for more podcasting goodness and match day content. See you later.